Pete Diamond here in Jacksonville, Florida, and today's project is fence pressure washing. Now, we've had this fence here, we've lived in this house 10 years, and this fence was here long before we bought the house, and it's in pretty good shape, but I wanted to clean it, but I didn't want to use a lot of very high pressure. I did use a pressure washer, but I didn't want to use high pressure alone because I was afraid that the wood would be damaged. So I looked online for some chemicals that would help. I've got to replace a fence post there. A chemical solution that would soften up the soil and the mold and algae and all that good stuff, so that I could use minimum pressure. Now, this is the fence that I did a couple of days ago, so it's dried. As you can see, it came out really good. I've seen online where people use the 30-second cleaner and have had some good success with it, but I stumbled upon a recipe. So here's the before and after line, and I'll throw up a couple of pictures of the before and afters for this section of fence here. And I had to do all the way around there, and then this section here I've got to do the other side because that's the street facing side. But anyway, I found this old school recipe and it has a little bit of a modern twist to it, so let me share that with you because it worked fantastic. So here are the ingredients. TSP, right, trisodium phosphate, you can buy that at Ace Hardware. Chlorinating liquid, okay, this is different from regular household bleach because it has 10% sodium hypochlorite. Now, I got this from Home Depot and they sell it in a 3-pack in the pool supply section, but actually you can buy it even cheaper at Walmart. Right now they've got a 1 gallon of 10% chlorine for about $5. And then this product here, LA's Totally Awesome Cleaner Concentrate, and those 3 ingredients mixed into a 2-gallon pump sprayer do a fantastic job. So let me share the recipe with you. So first of all, you're going to need a bleach and deck sprayer. Right, you can buy this one at Home Depot. The reason you want that is the valves in the sprayer, the seals, are made of Viton, which is chemical resistant, and you want to wear gloves. Now, I'm not going to wear them just for the purpose of making this video because I can't operate the camera with gloves on, but you definitely want to wear gloves because that 10% sodium hypochlorite is nasty stuff if it gets on your skin. So the recipe is 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup of TSP, 4 cups of 10% chlorine, and 3 cups of the LA Awesome, and you put all that into a pump up sprayer with 2 gallons of water. So I'm going to put some water into this, and then I'm going to start adding the ingredients and then fill it up to the top. What I have found is I get all the way to the top with the 2 gallons of water. You hit the 2 gallon mark, wherever that is on this. Oh my goodness. Here it is. So I fill to the 2 gallon line, it probably won't show on the camera. And then I add the LA Awesome at the very end and then shake it up. The reason being that has a surfactant in it and it will foam up. So if you put that in too early, it'll just foam and foam and foam, and it's a real pain in the butt. So anyway, let me get some water in this and start adding the ingredients. Okay, so I've got about halfway full of water. And then I'm going to take, don't know if he's super accurate, 1/2 cup to 3/4 of a cup of TSP. Put that in. Okay. And then 4 cups of the chlorine, 3 cups of the LA Totally Awesome. So let me get all that in there and I'll be back. Okay, so I got the TSP and the chlorine in there, and like I said, now I'm going to fill it up to the 2 gallon line with water. I'll mix that up and then I'll add the LA Totally Awesome at the very end. So here it is, filled to the 2 gallon mark, and now I'm going to add the LA Totally Awesome. Like I said, if you put the LA Totally Awesome in too soon, it just foams up and it foams out of the top, and it's a real pain in the butt. Okay, with that in there, so it yields just a little bit over 2 gallons, and then you want to give it a good shake because you want to get that TSP to dissolve. So doing it one hand is a little hard. Let me get a good shake up and then I'll meet you over at the fence. Now your mileage will vary. You'll have to see, depending on what kind of fence you have, how far this solution goes, but I found that a 2 gallon mix applied gives you enough dwell time so that as soon as you get the 2 gallons on the fence to start pressure cleaning, it's had enough time to soak into the wood really good. So let me pump this up and okay. And I'm just giving it a real good coating. Okay, so let me spray this out and then I will be back with the pressure washer. And by the way, I'm using the red tip that came with this Home Depot pump up sprayer, so that seems to work really good. I'll see if I can catch this on camera, but see how it's just soaking right in. So you definitely want to give it a good soak down. It just soaks right in. And if you have any dry spots as you go, just go back and hit them again. And let this stuff soak right into the funk. See if the light's right to get a good shot of that. Just soaking right in. And that's what a surfactant does, that's what the LA Awesome does. It makes water wetter. Anyway, and forgive the background noise, but we've got a new roof going on the house in the neighborhood, so. And again, your mileage may vary, but almost made it to the end. This section of fence here I'm going to replace, so I'm not worried about that, but I did that there with that 1 2 gallon mix. So now we're going to pressure wash. Now I'm just using this cheap Westinghouse 2700 PSI, and I'm using the white nozzle and that seems to be just fine. The spray pattern will hit one panel without getting too close, so it doesn't cause any wood damage. So I'm not going to bore you with pressure washing because there's a gazillion videos of that. Plus on YouTube, if you pressure wash, all of the professional pressure washer critics come out, and I don't have time for that. So I'm going to pressure wash that fence and I'll be back with the result. Okay, so I lied. I'm going to show you a little bit of it just so you can see how easily it comes off. Okay. I'll try to do another bit when I get into a better light. Trying to do this one hand is a little tricky. What's great about it is it's not damaging the wood at all, and you can actually move a lot quicker than that. I'm just doing it one-handed, so I'm going to finish the rest and I'll be back. So here's the stopping point. Obviously it's still drying, but it takes no time. Like I said, this is the section I did a couple of days ago, so this is going to dry and it'll end up looking like that. Don't know if you can see in the light, but this is batch 2, and you can see how much foam, and that's without putting the LA Awesome cleaner in it. So you can imagine if you actually had the concentrate in there, how much it would foam up. Okay, so this is a couple of days later, and this is the final result. It's all dried, all the mold and mildew's gone. There's a staining here from the sprinkler system, but P. Diamond, Jacksonville, Florida. Thanks for watching.